Hi, my name is Brian Best, and this is my Disposition self-assessment video. Um, I'm just gonna be letting you know like what some of my like positives are and some of my negatives are. First, I think one of the strong things I have is fairness. I'm fair with all my students, and I build relationships with them, and get to know them like outside the classroom, and I take time to like understand them and like give them great advice, that I feel like won't just help them in the classroom, but just help them like in their life, and that's something that I didn't have like as a teacher. I mean, as a student, sorry. But, so I kind of wanted to like give back like in that way, like to my students, so I think that's something that's very important as a teacher. Also, I feel with the reflective, in a way I can answer like both of the questions because I wasn't always good with reflective. And like as far as like constructive criticism and stuff like that, like at another job that I worked at, I was a proctor, which is like a campus security. So they would try to tell me like things about doing that job, and I thought it was so easy. So it was like I wouldn't really take it the right way. Like I would like get more annoyed opposed to like taking what they were saying and learning from it. But I feel like as a teacher, I'm really like good at taking constructive criticism and like reflective criticism, because these teachers know more about this than I do. They've been doing it longer. They're going to school. They're like trying to get their master's while I'm still trying to get my bachelor's. But I just lucked up and landed on a choir job. So I take everything that they say and I try to adjust and like be a better teacher in that way. I would say another thing that I'm lacking like is professional conduct. And that just comes with time. Like I said, like it's my first year. I came in at the middle of the year, so it's like a lot of things I don't know. I didn't learn. Like I still haven't learned. Like I'm actually learning about like what professional like conduct is, and it's like after reading it, I realized that there's certain like things that I can work on to like be a better professional and then be a better role model for my students. I think that every teacher should, like, in order to be a successful teacher, I think every teacher should have most of these components because they are all very important. And like I think that like building relationships and getting to know students and like allowing students to like help make decisions is a big way to win students over, and like get them to like corroborate like with what you're like trying to like do with them. Like for example, in my choir, I have my students write down a list of 3 songs. Every student write down a list of 3 songs that they would like me to teach them, and they would like for the choir to sing as a collective. And then I choose from those songs, whichever one is the best or whichever 2 is the best, so it like kind of gives them a feeling of like, oh, we have a say like on what takes place in this class, and it's like I obviously set like guidelines, like it has to be appropriate and all of that. But yeah, like I just think that all of these components are important, and every teacher should have knowledge of this and do their best to make sure they are completing these tasks and being the best role model, guidance counselor, and leader that they can be for our students. Thank you.